Hey guys, Doom here. This is a tip for my fellow PC players. Right now, I think the AA is currently broken in the game. Something changed in this update that's making it much worse. So, if you don't want to watch the rest of the video, TLDR, turn off the AA in the game. You will immediately notice a massive quality increase. And I want to show you what's wrong with it right now and what's causing it to be distorted. So, I'm trying to get some screen caps of a position of my character's helmet right now because I have the AA currently on. Things are blurry, and there's like a grid pattern that overlays like on parts of my character's helmet, and my armor is kind of blurry and washed out. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take some screen caps on my paint tool here, and first I'm going to do is I need to swap over and turn the AA off, which will immediately garner me much better visuals. And then I'm going to paste these both into my paint tool and then get my character from both images out here and bring this over to my main monitor. So first off, this is without AA. Obviously, you're going to have a little bit of jagged edges, whatnot. But when I come over to the AA side of things, there's a huge visual quality loss going on, and you can't really quite see it. You see it mostly when you're moving, but essentially, it's so blurry right now. There's something wrong. And it's hard to tell, and it's hard to exactly show you because you see it worse in game. Find a paintbrush, try to explain what's going on, what I'm seeing visually here. So when I'm in game, I see this hash of like lines across my whole helmet and everywhere on everything, and you can see it in little spots here and there where when objects are moving, it's causing this weird like grid-like overlay that is causing a bunch of blur and distortion on characters. And I noticed this first when I was with Ben, and it hasn't been like this in the game because I've taken a lot of screen caps of myself, of the game, and I knew something was immediately wrong. And I will say that the game does get a little bit too sharp without the AA, but something's wrong with the AA implementation in this build. Like something, like you can see it noticeably over here. Like you can see on the collar, there's like basically I can see a grid pattern and I can draw the lines. This is what I can like physically see in the game. I can see all these grid patterns of like how things are rendered. And I don't know anything about how AA totally works other than removing jagged edges or how to design games, but I can tell you when it doesn't look right. It's something I've been looking at a lot in my days, and I don't know what Arrowhead did this build, but I had to turn it off completely because you're losing so much. You're losing so much visual fidelity when you take something like take this skull for example, you know, and I'm gonna take this skull and I'm gonna go like move this over. We're gonna move this over to the other helmet, right? And you can see how much visual fidelity is being lost in a comparison. It's just completely destroying the fidelity of like detailed elements. You know, with the no AA on the left versus AA on the right, it just smushes the skull into nothing. You can't even tell it's a skull hardly at all, and it looks bad. You're losing a lot of detail and whatnot. So Arrowhead, there's something wrong with the AA in this build. Something's making it all funky and weird and gridded and whatnot. So probably should look into that aside from other obvious bugs that people have encountered, like floating corpses. So it's been an interesting build, guys. So TLDR, still here. Turn off AA, see if your game looks better. If not, you know, personal preference. But I think something's really wrong. I mean, just when I look at things like this, the pipe on the tube coming off the armor, you know, take this thing here, and I'll just move this over so I can get a comparison of this. You know, on the left we have AA off, and on the right we have AA on, and it loses all of its detail. It just loses it all completely. Uh, and it's so bizarre. Things like the fabric. Look at the fabric on the bag. Like Like, it's just the lighting doesn't affect it anymore. It's completely lost all of its detail. It's just smeared completely. I don't know what happened in this build. I really don't. So I will see you guys in game. I usually don't like to talk too much crap, but this is more of like a, hey, I'm on PC. I know how you can fix if things don't look right, and I figure I'd just let you guys know. Peace out, YouTube.